Thank you. Let's just fill up that because I want to make sure I can have Christian is right here. You're not having a bad hair day today, right?
No, of course not.
Good. Here is Chuck Gifford here.
Hi, Chuck.
Hello, Christian.
Pleasant to meet you. How are you?
Yeah, you met Tanya, the cohort in Southfield.
Cohort. That is a definite excellent way to describe
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And yes.
Yeah, so obviously, she can show you around as well. And they have a facility where we can have meetings. We can encourage people to come. That will be useful. And then if you're interested, we can get a couple of short testimonies for intelligent office from you so that we can use it on some video that you can use on your video somewhere.
I need a little bit more time to prepare for something like that.
Okay. Whenever next time I come.
It takes more than a good hair day.
Okay. Well, you decide, and that's perfectly fine. But because I have the camera, I
right.
might give you the opportunity as well.
You
want to take a quick look here?
Sure.
Okay with you, Christian?
Oh, definitely.
So how long have you been here?
We've been in this facility for a little over 5 years. I've been with the company for 7.
Okay.
So we started in Southfield in August of 2001. I've been with the company since March of 2002, and we opened this facility in September of 2003. I'm going to start by showing you behind the front desk our reception services because that is the mainstay of what we do, and that is what we do better than everybody else. I don't know if I know you've met Tanya. Have you had an opportunity to tour the facility? Okay, so then you're already familiar with all of those. Okay. So we have the reception area. So as you see, everything's pretty much the same. We have the same floor, we have the same carpeting, we have the same chairs. Just have a little bit of a different layout.
Okay.
This is the office that is never leased out. That's the office that's available on an hourly rental for somebody who's coming in. Same with clients. Then we have the 2 conference rooms, large and small. It's very similar to what Tanya has. Then we have all the same capabilities. We have the full business center, kitchen, mailing services, everything available. This is Southfield. 10 to 12 comfortably, 4 to 6 comfortably small. And then we had it set up, we could fit 20 in there, we put the tables out and set it up more of like a classroom type style, we can easily fit 20 in there.
This is definitely good facility, very nice location. By the way, that picture, you saw that, I didn't show you that, but I think you saw already, Christian, today's article, right? I don't know if you took time to see that.
No, this morning has been
Crazy.
quite, yes. That is.
This is what happened.
Interesting.
So this is the article which was in Metro Mortuary. And this is the picture which was taken right outside.
Oh, that's an awesome picture. That is a really good picture, Vanessa. I like that.
Thank you.
I'll send that to Irish, our building manager, too. We're her favorite suite when she has people coming in to look at the building. She always walks them through our suite.
Exactly. So. And he took a picture of the books as well. So,
Yeah.
So there, your book is famous.
Very good. Yes.
And so anyways, you can look it up on the website as I just mentioned to you earlier. So you can show it to your landlord or whoever people are. Just, you got at least you can claim that was the location you used.
Yeah.
And the best part of our facility is our staff.
Yes. Wonderful people.
We have a nice suite, and we keep it up very well, and we're in a Class A space, and we're conveniently located. But it's our staff which becomes your staff, and
right.
We're friendly and we go above and beyond, and that is what we do better than anybody else.
So you have 2 people on duty at all times, or?
Yes, at least 2. There's always somebody at the front desk, and then we normally have at least one other person in the back answering phones as well. And then I'm here. So our normal staff is 3 people. It's 2 to 3 all the time. I'm here. It's 3 to 4 all the time in Southfield.
Okay.
So depending on, we have a little bit in the afternoon. We have a little bit of overlap. We have 2 people who work part time. So we've got a little bit of overlap in the afternoon. But there's always at least 2 to 3 people here.
Now, do you do secretarial services, and somebody's here and they need some help with something that you do that sort of thing too?
We do absolutely everything that a receptionist or an administrative assistant would do in a traditional office. I've got this mailing going out, or we take appointments, we make phone calls, we do everything that you would have a full-time administrative assistant do. We do. You pay us per. If it's something that's ongoing, you might pay us monthly to do these services. If it's an occasional, you might pay us hourly. We work that out with each client depending on what it is, but we do absolutely everything. Type up documents, stuff envelopes, book appointments, all of that stuff.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's a really nice location and facility, and
Now, what are the types of clients that, is your clientele here any different than what she has over there?
We have a lot more service industries that don't necessarily use the facilities. We have a lot of siding companies, lawn care companies, painting companies that they're in the yellow book, you know, they're in the phone pages, and people are calling, and if they get an answering machine, they're going to hang up and call the next number. So just that person answering the phone is a make it or break it for them.
Okay.
We have a lot of those clients here. So, you know, they're in Romeo, they're in
She
Boston.
doesn't.
She doesn't have as much of that. I don't know why. It's, you know, she has a lot more people who use her facility. We have a lot more people who don't use our facility that use our phones.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the location or, but, you know, overall, so our demographic is a little bit different. We do a lot more of the phone service, the appointment scheduling, the outgoing calls, just with customers who never step foot in our office than she does over there. Her office is a lot busier. She has a lot more people coming and going, a lot more conference room usage than we do over here.
I know she has a lot of startup attorneys and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and we do have our fair share of that as well. And not even startup, just loan. We have, you know, some estate attorneys, some divorce attorneys. What other, let's see, we've got Lori Becker, Mike Scullin, Keisa Reeves. I mean, we have a lot of sole proprietor. What's that? Crystal Hopkins. We have a lot of sole proprietor attorneys who do the majority of their work from home and use us as their full office. They get their mail here, they meet their clients here, we answer their phones, but they do the majority of their work at home and come in, you know, once or twice a week to meet with our clients here. So we do have a fair amount of that. I think she has a little bit more than we do. We have a fair amount of that as well. Financial planners, accountants.
Insurance agents?
Not really. Insurance agents isn't something we found out, you know, a lot of agencies kind of have, you know, a desk that
An
we can
office
run.
of some sort.
Right, most of them have an office. Some of them, we do have some who have an office on the west side and, you know, use this to say like an east, you know, place to meet. So they'll use just the facilities, another location to meet with people.
Okay.
A few along that, but none of them who use us as their full-time mainstay facility.
Right. Okay.
More as a satellite. I'm starting to pick up a few insurance agents that we're just using us as another place to meet clients.
Very good. Yep, good. And you got all of those people in LBN, so.
Right.
Yeah, we should have a meeting here sometime. This is what I would think would be a good idea.
I know Tanya was talking to two ladies. I don't know which
Okay.
LBN group it was. They were talking about potentially using this facility.
Because that's the best way, in my opinion. Once they come here, they see what's available, then they are more open to saying, okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
Unless they have never seen it, they are less likely to be aware of it.
And unfortunately, you know, Tanya does a huge amount of networking. I do not quite as much just because I have a smaller staff, so I spend a little bit more time in the office. No matter how much we're out of the office, it does us very little good until we get somebody in here. So we do more good by going out and meeting people and getting them in here to meet with people or to move, because I can't tell you how great Keela is. I mean, I can tell you how great Keela is, but until you actually hear her answer your phones, you're not going to understand how well she can answer your phone.
Correct. And I agree with that totally. I totally agree with that. And I think that's the
Just
part.
seamless, the way you do it.
Right. You know, until you get greeted by Keela at the front desk.
Yes.
You know, well, it's true. You're up there for a reason because you rock.
Exactly.
I'll take it, thank you.
Absolutely. Why not? And that's exactly.
So I can tell you about it, but until somebody comes in and experiences it.
Right, you don't really understand.
Exactly. You know, so I get a lot of, oh yeah, I get that, or you know, oh yeah, I got a friend who uses the Americaners, or oh yeah, I've been over to Regis, and we're making that money.
Sure, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Okay, member of the Charles Chamber?
Yes.
Have a good one.
You know, they do those lunch and learns.
I have started. I took over the tornado position at the end of.
I just wrapped up here.